Chris Rea's concert tonight in Brighton will no longer be going ahead as planned, after his worrying collapse on stage hours ago. The Driving Home for Christmas star, 66, was on stage in Oxford last night when he suddenly collapsed and began shaking on the floor, according to witnesses. An ambulance was called and Chris was rushed to hospital, where he was later said to be in a stable condition. And the entertainment pro was set to appear at the Brighton Centre tonight for his scheduled performance. But the venue revealed he'd cancelled the show because of his illness. It wrote, "Cancellation statement from Chris Rea's promoters. Unfortunately, Chris Rea has had to cancel tonight's show at Brighton Centre due to illness. A decision about the outstanding date on his UK tour on 12th December at Bournemouth International Centre will be made in the near future." Earlier, it looked as though the show would go on. In a tweet, the South Coast venue said, "Morning all. We are in discussions with Chris Rea Music's team in relation to tonight's concert. For the moment the show is going ahead as planned. If there are any changes we will update you immediately. Thank you for your patience." But Chris fans begged the venue to postpone the concert for the sake of the singer's health. "Really, he needs to rest. I would be devastated if he collapsed again tonight. Please cancel and rearrange another date," wrote one. "Just cancel, the man needs rest," said another. A third tweeted, "I love him and his music and I was so looking forward to seeing him tonight, but please think of your health, Chris." Others pointed out that the snow in Oxfordshire could present additional problems to the singer's journey. Chris has just 2 more concerts left of his 37-venue tour, tonight's in Brighton and one in Bournemouth on Tuesday the 12th of December. But he had a period of poor health last year when he suffered a stroke. After last night's collapse, an ambulance spokeswoman confirmed to Mirror Online that the singer was stable when he was seen to by paramedics. She said, "We were called to George Street in Oxford at 9:30 p.m. this evening. We sent an ambulance to the scene. One patient was taken to hospital. The patient was stable." Panicked fans took to Twitter to share the news. One said, "I'm at the New Theatre Oxford. Moments after I took this photo, Chris Rea collapsed on stage. Fell backwards after shaking and struggling to hold the microphone." Another wrote, "Bloody hell. Chris Rea just collapsed on stage." One concerned fan tweeted, "The evening had been brilliant up till now with Chris on top form, but Chris Rea has just collapsed on stage at the New Theatre Oxford where I'm watching him. Fell backwards in a clump on the stage. Really doesn't look good. I'm quite upset. Ambulance just took Chris Rea," said another. One wrote, "Feeling devastated. While watching one of my guitar heroes, Chris Rea, play tonight. He just collapsed about an hour into his set. Ambulance took him away. Please pray that he is okay." Representatives from the New Theatre Oxford later took to Twitter to issue a statement. They wrote, "We massively appreciate everyone's patience who attended the Chris Rea performance this evening. Please bear with the venue team whilst we seek further updates for you. As soon as we have more news we will of course let everyone know." Earlier this year, Chris opened up about his health battles to Gazette Live. The 66-year-old Middlesbrough-born musician, who battled pancreatic cancer in the early 2000s, admitted, "I just keep having the worst luck in the world. I'm still getting the effects from 15 years ago, because I didn't die." And telling how he had a stroke this time last year, he said he stopped smoking at the same time. He smiled, "I was on a lot of cigarettes. I've sung my first song without a cigarette, that was very strange. I'm fine when I'm sitting down. I've just got a bit of balance that's dodgy, in case someone thinks I'm drunk on stage." Saying 2 of his fingers were affected by the stroke, he added, "Music is a kind of therapy because you have to make yourself do it. I'm having to practice. There's things I've never thought playing ever before.